What's going on, fellow fanatics, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss all things movies, TV, streaming, hot topics, and more. And in this video, we're going to be reacting to episode 2 of She-Hulk. So we'll react to this and give you guys our quick thoughts right after.
Sketches show a stunning scene from the Metropolitan Courthouse today where superpowered influencer Titania caused panic.
Tell us about what you saw today.
Yeah. So this chick, pretty decent, turned into a Hulk, like a chick Hulk.
A She-Hulk?
Exactly.
You just need a whole show like that.
She-Hulk?
Civilians.
Which can't possibly be
Yeah,
calling.
they really do.
Hulk, girl Hulk, she. Come on, just give them what they want.
So dumb. I can't even exist without being a derivative of the Hulk.
That's a pretty dumb name too. Mm-hmm. But you could be an Avenger.
Do the Avengers offer healthcare? Maternity leave, a pension? Are they even paid?
Here's the thing though. Hulk Jen?
Jen, can I talk to you for a moment?
Of course, sir. What is it?
Could you go back to Jen? Jen, this is a serious conversation.
Oh, sure.
You need us drunk.
Drunk as hell.
We didn't win the case.
Oh, yeah, we did.
GLK&H had to declare a mistrial because you, as your, She-Hulk.
That is not what I call it. Me. What was I supposed to do? Like, let them get hit in the face with a desk and then they have blunt force trauma and they're all bleeding out all over the courtroom floor? And...
No, sorry, Jen. I have to let you go. This makes you a liability.
Wait, you're firing me?
That's got to get better.
I did not like that one.
Canva.
This is Jen with a message.
We're not prepared to offer you the position at this time.
Sorry, it's a no.
We just can't take the risk of a sideshow.
Jen, what are you doing? Eye on the prize. Come on, seriously.
No.
What? Fired again?
No.
Sorry.
Family dinner right after I get fired. Sorry.
Jen, you don't have to worry about getting fired. I already told everyone, so it won't be awkward. No one's going to bring it up.
You got fired.
Chad!
So to bring it up.
I said don't bring it up. Why would I tell you to bring it up?
Sorry, Uncle Mo.
She already feels like complete crud.
It's okay, Dad. I got fired, but it's fine.
Big news. So I got promoted to manager over at the Best Buy.
Manager, all right, Chad. Employed and promoted, right?
It's the nicest young man who works at the coffee shop that I go to. His name is Yusuf.
That Hawkeye guy, what happens to those arrows of his? I mean, does he go around and collect them when he's done?
But he calls me that.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Mel,
That was funny.
you know.
So back to Hawkeye. It's pretty hazardous to leave those things lying around.
Chunky highlights.
Appreciate
Chunky
you
highlights.
Think about being a personal trainer. You know, the Hulk is in my bag.
I'm okay. You know, like I thought I could keep this at bay for, I don't know how long, eternity?
Well,
But it's just like, I hate that it got revealed in this way. Like,
the thing that you were dreading happened, but look, you're still standing. And now you get to keep moving on.
I'd like to offer you a job.
is this a joke?
I'll never joke. It's no easy feat against GLK&H. So, I would like you to come work for us.
You got me fired, now you want to hire me.
To be head of a new division, yes. Take some time.
I
If we
accept.
could-
But I...
I'm just sitting here thinking, is it really 9 episodes if they're all like 30 minutes
We
long?
are thrilled to have you join.
That's why
so
they
happy
gave
to
us
be
9.
here.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you, well, the She-Hulk, to be the face of it. That means I'll expect you to be at work and in court as the She-Hulk, not as a normal person.
Right now.
We are the first top-tier law firm to launch an entire division dedicated to superhuman law.
God, is this why they hired me? Okay, this sucks. I am totally qualified, but now everyone around here is always gonna think this is the only reason I got the job. It's so unfair. Look at everything it's getting us. Are you kidding?
Big ass windows. Yes, a fully stocked mini fridge and a desk. I mean, this is normal, but this is very fancy bit.
I can't wait to take on whatever case you want to assign to
Your
me.
first case is the parole of Emil Blonsky. Also known as Abomination, Mr. Blonsky has been serving his sentence in an ultra-high security prison.
I'm very familiar with Mr. Blonsky. I'm sorry, but I can't represent him, sir. I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin, Bruce.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
Blonsky love the ties. The wider MCU.
Specifically as his attorney.
That's what it's all about.
Do not step past the yellow line. Do not touch the glass separating you and the prisoner Abomination. Although we have taken every precaution, we cannot guarantee your safety. Do you accept these conditions?
Yes.
Sign here.
A waiver.
In the event of injury or
I love that they got Tim Roth back.
Jennifer Waters. Well, first off, namaste.
I was expecting...
Abomination, right? You won't be seeing much of him about. Honestly, I've completely transformed myself. You know, physically, obviously, but also spiritually.
That you can't turn into the Abomination anymore, or you...
I'm simply Emil now. Russian-born, British-raised, Royal Marines Commando, on loan to the US government.
Okay.
With 7 soulmates that I met through the prison pen pal program that I want to start a new life with. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Your cousin, the Hulk. You know, I tried to kill him. You know, so let's get that out of the way. It wasn't personal or anything. I was under direct orders from your government.
But then you went on a destructive rampage in Harlem. That wasn't sanctioned by the government.
Yeah, because they pumped me full of that super soldier serum.
Serum the government gave you caused your subsequent actions?
Highly decorated soldier. I thought I was going to be, you know, Captain Bloody America, something, you know. And now that very threat, your cousin, is held up as some kind of hero, and I'm locked up in here.
The parole board's gonna need to know that you feel remorse for your actions to even consider release.
Absolutely, I do. See, and I have here various haikus that I've written to each of my victims.
If I were your attorney, I would advise you to speak truthfully from the heart instead of trying to gauge what you think they might want to hear.
That's all from the heart, Jen. Look, I just want to move on with my life. Live in peace on a large piece of property purchased for me by my 7 soulmates.
Right.
Think you can help?
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Connections to the wider MCU. We've been talking about when that movie came out, 2007? 8?
Yep.
Captain America, Super Soldier Serum.
Bruce, hey, listen, I got a new job.
Hey, congratulations, that's fantastic.
I have to take on Emil Blonsky as a client, and I couldn't do that without talking to you first.
Okay,
I mean, it doesn't seem like you hold a grudge. At least you've never talked about that before. And you're always saying that, you know, everybody deserves a second chance. Oh, he was so compelling, and maybe I want to believe that he's reformed.
Well, sure,
you
we
know,
all
isn't
wanna,
rehabilitation something that we should strive for as a society?
That's what you'd
But
hope
none
for.
of that matters if you
Jen.
don't feel comfortable with it.
I think you're calling me to tell me you're taking a job. Actually, Blonsky wrote me a really nice letter a while back. And a really heartfelt haiku. That fight was so many years ago, I'm a completely different person now. Literally.
You coming to LA anytime soon?
Yeah, probably not for a minute. I got some things I gotta take care of.
Interesting.
I've already got a winning strategy, and it is 100% in the bag.
Glad to hear it. You might want to take a look at the news.
Far, there have been no statements made by Emil Blonsky's attorney after shocking footage leaked showing the Abomination participating in what appears to be an underground fight club after having somehow escaped
So this
from
takes
prison.
place at the same time as Shang-Chi.
I don't know what 4K is. This thing nobody does, but you still need it. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing down here.
Just keep turning.
I've turned to left, I've turned to right. Look,
Counterclockwise.
just turn the wheel. I don't know what we're doing.
Drop it down.
Okay,
Drop it down.
okay.
Good.
Do not touch these wires again.
No.
I could have done that.
There you go. Yo, watch out for the lamp. Oh, good. Good. Come on up. Come on. There you go.
I'm glad you're staying hydrated, Dad, but this seems a little excessive.
Oh, here. I got that. Do that. Yep. Okay.
No, that was a good episode. It was better than last week.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best or
Yeah.
like a great episode, but it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like
I enjoyed this episode. It was better than last week. I thought it was a good episode. I'm always gonna say this because this is what Marvel has built the MCU on. We saw that in the very first. I mean, Incredible Hulk is the very first on the timeline. It's the first film. And we see the connections to the wider MCU there when in the post-credit scene when Tony Stark walks in. In Iron Man, we see. Why am I drawing a blank? We see Nick Fury say, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. The MCU, Marvel, has always built the MCU on the premise of knowing what goes on in the wider MCU from movie to movie. Now, here as of lately, they've said, Kevin Feige has said, you don't have to know, you don't have to watch this to understand that. And I love Kevin Feige. I still disagree with that, though. There are so many things that you do have to watch to understand the next thing. Now, Moon Knight, anything like that, sure, no, you don't have to. The Moon Knight, we didn't really have any connections to the wider MCU. But imagine not watching Shang-Chi or not watching whatever and not being able to make the connections, because I'm sure this is not the only time we're going to see connections from Shang-Chi, because Wong, we see from the trailers, is still going to make his appearance in the show. So when Wong shows up, because that's what we were saying at the end of that episode when you said it looks like what'd you say?
He broke out to go fight at in Shang-Chi, whatever when Shang-Chi, whatever that scene was. But that's what I was saying, because I don't know how. I mean, I guess Wong can do anything he fucking wants. But,
yeah.
So I guess he just teleported in there. But so I guess it'll be interesting to see what connection they have. Because whenever they were in Shang-Chi fighting, they looked like they were just training. It didn't look like he broke out or anything necessarily.
That's what I'm trying to figure out with Wong. And I have this is a theory I have. I see, and it contradicts some things too that I've also said. But it also, contradicts another theory I have. And my other theory is now that General Ross will not be in the MCU anymore. I assumed that they were going to use Val to build the Thunderbolts. Now we know that they are doing the Thunderbolts announced at SDCC. It's not coming till the end of, I think, Phase 5. Is Wong helping build the Thunderbolts?
That's what I was thinking, that. Or what? Because I don't know if you saw anything in the picture, because I woke up and checked Twitter. She was the first thing I do, and I forgot She-Hulk dropped and everything. But when she was looking or scrolling for jobs on the couch and everything, the articles on the side, one of them was like confirming Wolverine, and the other talked about the Celestial Hand and everything.
Yeah. Now I did see about that, because I did see that on Twitter too. I saw about the we finally got mentioned of. Which everybody's been asking, why have we not, since Eternals, in any other movie or any other Marvel property, seen or heard about what happened in Eternals? Even with Arishem just coming
that
through.
leads. Why is that gonna become the Avengers Mountain or whatever or everything? You think the Celestial Hand that's sticking out and everything?
Just if Marvel wants to,
I don't know if they'll go that route,
but
but
so different.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
so
true.
hard to predict what they're going to do from the comic to.
I don't know. I just don't know if they left it there for no reason though. That's just untalked about for so. I would figure they have a plan with it or something for them to just. I mean, it was necessary in Eternals to bring it in, but it wasn't necessary to bring in the nigga whole hand like that. They could have started the emergence and everything, but they definitely didn't have to develop that much of it. So I don't know, but like you to get back to what you said, I don't know. It's definitely possible that Wong is doing that, but
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck they're doing with either of them.
Well, like I said, the mention of the Celestial and the mention of Wolverine, and this is the, I guess, and this with this mention of Wolverine, that opens such a wider discussion that I'm gonna say something about it, but I don't want to have this discussion in this video. But it's like, with that, like, that means that Wolverine already has the adamantium
claws.
They're not. It's not the bone claws, and it's not. And it also shows, like, is this kind of like it shows that they've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was gonna say, if it's on the news, it shows that they don't know that that's Wolverine.
Right. That they don't know that that's so this
But he's already been developed.
Right. That he's been developed. This has already happened. Well, maybe he hasn't met Charles yet. Maybe is.
I don't want to talk about, like you said, on this, but I was reading a theory where they're talking about how the X-Men and mutants can just be trying to find their way back to 616. They're just stuck in the multiverse somewhere, trying to find their way back or something like that. And so, I don't know, that's definitely possible where, like, they're all just coming back in different places, different moments or something like that, but I don't want to even get too much in.
Are they doing a thing like in Harry Potter? You know how in Harry Potter, like, I don't know if you watch Harry Potter, love Harry Potter though, but in Harry Potter, like, how in the Muggle world, they don't know that the wizard world exists. Like, is this thing like where they're just here and again, no one just knows that they're mutants or anything like that? Or are they on Krakoa? And Krakoa is where they live and where the mutants all lived in the comics. So I don't know. Is Marvel and the whole thing too, I pray, and again, this is where I'm stopping it. I pray that the whole thing with Kevin Feige and Marvel not being able to use the mutants until, I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not. And there's a lot of evidence that points that it could be true, but I really hope that that's not true. So, but we're gonna have that discussion, in a wider video. But there were so many connections to the wider MCU in this, and that to me is what makes these shows. I mean, was it like boom, bam, wow?
Yeah, no.
Like, think about it. I saw this.
You definitely have to be like a Marvel MCU
you have to.
fan.
You have
know
to
what's
be.
Going
and
on.
That's the thing is, are these shows about to be more geared toward, like, us hardcore MCU fans, or normies gonna, because there's a lot of people, again, that I talk to that are just normal viewers of the MCU that are not watching this.
Well, you also gotta think they have, like, they're trying to pull in new audience members and everything, but they also have to please fans that have been fans for 10, 11, 12 years. And so there's always, like we talk about all the time, there's always gonna be a group that's upset about something. But I mean, if you really think about it, they have a lot of people to fucking please. Like, just building up over 12 years. Like, I would imagine if DC would get to this point where they could turn everything, they're going to have the same controversial things that going on in 10, 12 years. Because it's just so many people. It's like you're not even a superhero or comic book fan, but it's like going to see this stuff on screen is just cool. Like, it's different shit. It really is. Like, I don't know. It's fictional. Like, everyone loves seeing fictional shit that's not real. So it's just, they have so many people to please. I think the second episode was a good bounce back from the first episode and everything.
Yeah. And, you know, the thing to think about, too, is you got to think, too, like, that was a show, even though there's the connection to the wider MCU and making the show and everything like that, and was this episode like, damn, oh my God, good job, home run, fucking Marvel, great job? No, it wasn't. Honestly, it makes me kind of change my score of episode 1. I now change episode 1 to probably like a 6. and
5.5.
And I'm giving this like a 7.5, 8. But, like, it wasn't like, damn, this was so good. But because think of this comparison. I didn't watch House of Dragon because I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I'm thinking about watching House of Dragon though, and Game of Thrones. But that shit had 10 million viewers.
Yeah, that shit.
10 million. I don't know if it's 10 million people, 10 million households. I don't know what it was, but it had 10 million eyes on it.
No, I saw a video in like New York, or like a New York apartment building.
Yeah, I saw that
like
video.
Everybody was watching that shit at the same time.
Everyone was watching it because it's, you know, so think about that, and then you think about Disney Plus's Marvel's MCU show's highest content is Loki, and it only got 2 million views, and that was over a course of a few days. That wasn't in one night. That wasn't the opening night of the first episode. That was over a course of a few days. So that was word of mouth, like we were talking about. That was people talking about, oh shit, Loki. Because
do you think dropping them at 2 a.m., 4 a.m. has something wrong? There's something wrong because almost every other show premieres at like
right.
8, 7, 8, 9.
I do think they need to stop dropping them at 2 in the morning. But I also think they need whoever's making the decision of what drops and how, or if it's Kevin Feige, I don't know who makes that decision of who or what episode drops or how many episodes drop. I'm gonna keep saying it. Had they dropped 2 episodes, imagine going from episode 1 immediately into what we just watched.
We'd be in a really good spot right now seeing episode 3.
It'd be a different thing. Overall, this episode for me, I didn't think it was a bad episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode.
No, if they keep getting like this, where it's just every week they get a little bit better, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'll be happy. Because it's not like I'm sitting here. Because like I said, most of the time I'm watching, like I don't watch a lot of stuff outside. I do, but it's like I don't enjoy a lot of stuff outside of Marvel or comic book stuff. So it's like I really enjoy most of it. I just like to nitpick.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, this is I will show this really quick though. This is it's really dope seeing this. Again, I'm just gonna keep saying that shit. It's the wider MCU. It's just seeing that this shit all connects. That it's again, that's what people want to see. I think the average viewer wants to see the wider, and I do, not even just as an average, even the average viewer, as a hardcore Marvel fan. I want to see I want to see what we've been building over time. So
it's just hard to believe that all these heroes exist and they're not interacting or talking about what each other are doing or what they're doing and stuff. So it's like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, so no, I think the next episode, hopefully it will get better. I just love this. But hopefully it will get better as it continues to go on and just continues to climb and continues to get better. I have seen some other people out there saying that it still is a meh for them. And again, I'm just going to say this, and to end what I have to say, this is all subjective, film, all of this. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea, and that's fine. That's fine if that's something that you don't like. That's fine if it's, whatever to you. But at the same time, like I said, this is subjective. For me, I didn't think that this episode was bad. For everybody, I've seen some people saying that the show for them overall has been a 10 out of 10 and a good. Yeah. Again, great. If you like it like that, that's fantastic. That's what these shows are for. They're for people to love, hate, or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, good episode. I'm still not in that place where I'm like, oh fuck, I can't wait till next week.
Yeah,
I'm not like that.
Hopefully we do get to that point though, because from the trailers, we haven't even talked about Hulk leaving for Sakaar or anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry.
That shit happened so quick and everything. Like there's stuff happening so like we keep throwing stuff in these episodes that happens quick to where like they can even create stuff off this show. Like we'll go into maybe Echo wondering how Daredevil's story is going to come, just stuff like that. So it's like I feel like this show just has so much potential for continuance. It's just, I don't know, I enjoy it.
Right.
I don't really have much negative to say other than like I wish the episodes were still longer, because it doesn't really feel like we're going to be getting 9 episodes just because they're shorter and everything.
Right.
But to this point, I don't really have much to complain about. I don't have much to sit here like, go watch She-Hulk, it's the best, this, that. Yeah, no. But, I can't complain about it.
If Scar does show up and we come to start doing some of his storylines and things like that, it would be really cool to see where they're going with Scar. I really think he is going to show up. I think that the rumor when that came out, it was a while ago when that came out, but I think that's true. I think that's something that they're doing. So, why else do all this with Sakaar?
Yeah.
Isn't that's not the Grandmaster ship, because it blew up, didn't it? And Ragnarok didn't Grandmaster ship grow. Anyway, that ship is from Sakaar. So
no, yeah, without a doubt, that's the ship that for episode 1 with the wreck and everything.
Yeah.
So it probably happened right after he showed up and they wrecked the car or whatever. He probably.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that, and that's gonna be the post-credit scene. I think that's gonna make everybody be like, damn, that's what the fuck we're talking about. But You know, as always, question is for you guys. Let us know down below what you guys thought of the episode. What did you guys think of this episode? Was it a good episode? Was it a bad episode? Again, let us know. Did you like it? Love it? Meh? Hate it? From us, again, I like this episode. I like the show overall. I'm still not at that point where I'm like giddy for next week. It's just cool. We'll meet again next Thursday and we'll talk about it and we'll watch it. So, but again, let us know down below in the comments. Like, subscribe. We appreciate you guys so much. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we appreciate all the engagement that you guys give us down in the comments. Positive, negative, indifferent, whatever. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys even giving a fuck enough to subscribe, to listen to what we have to say weekly. So we appreciate it. We appreciate all that stuff. So like, subscribe, share with your friends. We'll see you guys in the next video.